So today our topic is field effect transistor. So what is field effect transistor? Its application, its working principle, we will learn. So field effect transistor is a one type of transistor. We know BJT, right? Bipolar junction transistor. We know BJT. This is a bipolar junction transistor and this is a field effect transistor, FET. FET and BJT. In this class, in this session, we will learn similarities and differences with BJT. Second is applications. Third is types. And fourth is working. So in this class we will learn these four: similarities and differences with BJT, application, types and working. So bipolar junction and field effect junction. So what is the differences and what is the similarities? Both are transistors. Suppose this is a BJT, this is a FET. So in here there is a 3 terminal. In here also there is a 3 terminal. In BJT we called base, collector and emitter, and in FET we called gate, drain and source. In here BJT, base, collector and emitter, and in here we called gate, drain and source. The current is flow through the base terminal is called IB. The current is flow to the collector terminal is called IC, and current is flow to the emitter terminal is called IE. The input voltage, this is the input section. Input voltage is VBE and output current is IC and output voltage is VCE. Similarly, this is the input section, this is the output section. In here we measure only input voltage, which is VGS, voltage gate to source, and in here there is a current ID and voltage VDS, voltage drain to source and current ID. So we all know that BJT is known as a current control device. BJT is known as a current controlled device, and FET is known as a voltage controlled device. Why it is called current control and why it is called voltage control? Because in input section we measure IB, and in output section we measure IC. The relation between IB and IC is IB is equal to beta IC, where beta is the current gain. And we all know that IC is dependent upon IB. If IB, the value of IB is changing, then also the value of IC is also changing. So IC is depend upon IB. Similarly, this is called voltage control device. Why it is called voltage control device? Because in input section VGS and in output section ID. So we call that ID is a function of VGS, means ID is dependent upon VGS. If the value of VGS is changing, the value of ID is also changing. So this is IC is function of IB. That means IC is dependent upon IB. Similarly, ID is dependent upon VGS. So it's a input section, or for voltage is controlled to the output section, that is called voltage control device, and in current is controlled to the output section, that is called current control device. So now, and one difference is BJT is This is a big difference. And another difference is BJT is a bigger than FET, means the size of FET is smaller than BJT. Okay, and the power consumption, FET for is a low power consumption and BJT is a high power consumption. So the next point is